A mage's reaction to the magical equivalent of the atom bomb.
History has seen many powerful mages create new spells. Depes the Quick brought us teleportation, Relfi the Wise discovered levitation, and Rether the Drotless put the reins under man's control. These pioneers, even the ones that kept their spellbooks secret, were instrumental in learning the limits of what could be done with magic. None of them, however, were anywhere near as powerful as the mage that I completed my apprenticeship under. Reef was his name. He refused all titles. He preferred to stay out of myth. He served as the chief strategist for the kingdom of Sumedia's army. Sumedia was at war, a war that raged on for 8 long years. King Sumi IV had built a dam that cut the river off from the Republic of the Valley. They were facing a water shortage that led to a food shortage, that led to an invasion of Sumedia. Reef would often lead the king astray. He felt the king's dam building actions caused unnecessary suffering in the valley, but Sumi refused to concede to a kingless land. Reef did not want to leave his position. It provided luxurious housing for him, and his son, who had escaped, was from another far-off kingdom. He continued to advise the king, and he continued to teach me simple battle spells. At times I wondered if Reef was truly powerful enough to serve as the king's advisor. He lacked the grandiosity of other mages of his rank. I often daydreamed of surpassing him and taking the position for myself. This was until Reef unveiled his true power. As we marched on the valley in a counter-attack, we received word by Crow that saboteurs had breached the castle and let off explosives. Most of the princes made it out okay, but Reef's son was killed in one of the blasts. Reef walked to the back of the formation to speak with Sumi. "This war ends now," Reef demanded. Sumi simply nodded. I had never heard a man speak to the king in such a tone and keep his head. I was convinced that Sumi was fooled into believing Reef was much more powerful than he truly was. This was until we neared the capital of the Republic. Our army stopped its march just as the city came into our sights. The king gave a nod to Reef, and he levitated high enough to get the entire city into his sights. Then a fireball shot from his hand, and in just a moment, it grew to the size of the entire city before a blinding light flashed before our army. As my vision returned, what once was a city of great stone structures was now molten rock and ash. No screams, no fight, no evacuations. Nobody had the time. I stood there in awe. Soldiers tried to dub him Reef the Almighty. He refused. The king did not seem surprised. He must have known Reef was holding back. I suppose that's how he got his position. We walked back home. Few words were exchanged between anyone in the king's army. The war was over. I was no longer comfortably with the type of power mages were capable of. I left my apprenticeship upon our return. Reef understood.